Also, it helps us call attention to an individual from our community who is an exceptional leader, who has made significant contributions to our community, and who inspires excellence in others. Ebersole is honored to participate as a sponsor of this year's presentation. The Athena Award was launched in 1982 in Lansing, Michigan, founded by Martha Mayhood Mertz, at the time the lone woman board member of the Lansing Regional Chamber of Commerce. She saw an opportunity to encourage women to excel in their chosen professions and to feel comfortable in a setting like a boardroom. As I researched the history of the Athena Award, I realized that many GM dealerships have partnered with the Athena Award over the years. My father, Randy, had the pleasure of participating in the early 1990s. We just became a Honda dealer in 1989, and Pontiacs and Oldsmobiles were flying off the lot. At the time, we were driving excitement. An Oldsmobile boasted, "It's your money, demand more." Well, a lot has changed in the Lebanon Valley since the Athena Award began in the for the Lebanon Valley Chamber of Commerce in 1990. However, the tenets of the Athena Award remain consistent. This year's recipient has achieved professional excellence by successfully managing our city of Lebanon. She has contributed time and energy, lots and lots of positive energy to improve the quality of life for others in our community. And she has actively assisted others in being a part of the movement to revitalize our city. Now I would like to introduce Redith Snowberger, past Athena Award recipient and chair of the Athena Award Selection Committee, and Dr. Marianne Bartley, past Athena Award winner and superintendent of the Lebanon School District, to tell you more about this year's recipient.
Thank you very much. When the paper came across my desk about nominating someone for the Athena Award, Sherry Capello immediately came to mind. And I have not known Sherry since she was, 20 years or 30 years, but I've known her for about 10 years. And I first was introduced to Sherry when she came to help us in the school district. As the superintendent in Lebanon, certainly we look for parent involvement, and when we had some needs, Sherry was one that stepped up and came to help us. At that point, she was working in Palmyra, and we were looking at ways to take the land behind our school at the high school and develop that. And Sherry came and not only wanted to support by being present and helping in other ways with her children in the school, but also she took her expertise from working in the borough and in writing grants, and helped us by writing a grant, which actually ended up bringing $102,000 to the project with the trail around the Wilhelm Avenue area in Lebanon. So we were thrilled with that, and it made a big, big difference. Then as Sherry became the mayor, I got to work with her a little bit more, and I was so happy and impressed to work with such a terrific lady. She was very, very willing always to work with the district hand in hand. As a viable member of our Safe Schools Committee, she made herself available to all of us and worked hand in hand with us on many different initiatives. In addition, when we wanted to start something called restorative practices, Sherry made a commitment to get away from her very busy schedule and spend days of time, I think it was 2 days in the summer, in addition to meetings throughout the year, to learn the strategies of restorative practices. So I was very, very thankful and impressed by that as well, because I know she's extremely busy. Throughout all of the things that she's done, just from what I know, she has always been a terrific person. She's been someone our students look up to. They know who our mayor is. She's helped us by judging things, whether it was the democracy celebration or a spelling bee, whatever it might be. She makes herself available to us and has just been a terrific lady. I know that there are many of you that know Sherry in many different capacities. That's the only way that I really know her, but she has made an impact on many people in our community, and I can't think of anyone more deserving. So I was thrilled to see that she was the one that was selected for this award. Randy mentioned this morning that in our society, the what's in it for me attitude is a big problem, and those words never crossed Sherry's mind, I know, and she's a terrific person, and we're so thrilled to be able to present you this morning with the Athena Award. And I'm going to ask you to come forward. We have two things to present you with, and Redith has the pin, which is it's something that people who get this award treasure forever, and we hope that you'll love it.
I have the pleasure of presenting the Athena pin.
And on behalf of the Lebanon Valley Chamber of Commerce and Ebersolato, I'd like to present the Athena Award to your Honorable Mayor, Sherry Capello. Congratulations.
I would like to thank Dr. Mary Ann Bartley for nominating me to receive such a prestigious award. I would also like to thank the Lebanon Valley Chamber of Commerce Athena Committee for selecting me as the recipient. I am truly humbled and honored to become a member of a much respected group of women. However, I would not be accepting this award today without the help of many others in my life. When a person is in the market to buy a house, he makes his assessment based on the physical size, the floor plan, and the amenities that serve his particular needs. The truth is, the most important part of the house is hidden from view, which is its foundation. I say that because a house can be no stronger than its foundation is. The same thing can be said about our personal life. It must be built on a strong foundation. I have stated previously that home is where your story begins. My story, the building of my foundation, started with my parents, Earl and Judy Moan. My dad believed in discipline, responsibility, and ownership of our actions, commitment to family, and good work ethic. My dad never missed any of my field hockey, basketball, or track events. He showed me that parental support is instrumental in building a strong foundation. I have tried to possess those same qualities with my kids and to all the kids I was and am involved in with the Lebanon School District. My mom was the nurturer. She is the one that would sneak me a snack when I got sent to my room without supper. And yes, there were a few of those nights. She is the one that taught me to never give up, no matter what. There is always hope, and God is there to lean on and to pray to. She is the one that kissed away the tears and showed me how to love freely. My parents taught me to believe that I can be whoever I want to be. The design of my house, my life, was my own to build. In building my life, I experienced my fair share of heartache, like many others have. But because my foundation was solid, it supported me throughout those times. That is why I believe it is so vitally important to give back to the kids in our community. A strong foundation carried me through college and the start of a rocky career in the mid-'80s, when the first 3 private companies I worked for went bankrupt or consolidated operations to a different part of the country. That's how I got started in local government. Government was a stable employer back then. I first worked for the county as a zoning officer. I was there for about 10 years. And then, desiring more responsibility, thanks God, I went to work for Palmyra Borough. I was hired as the assistant borough manager, and after 4 months became the borough manager. I worked there for almost 11 years. That was the job that influenced my career. At the time, Representative Mari Gingrich was the president of council, and with her experience and support, I was able to realize that women in leadership can make a difference. Thank you, Mari. The construction had been started. I later joined the ranks of Derry Township Community Development Department as the assistant director, and although I loved my coworkers, I was bored. I went from working 60-plus hours a week to 40. I wasn't called in the middle of the night regarding snowstorms or sinkholes. I wasn't responsible for an entire town. So when I was asked to consider running for mayor of the city of Lebanon, I seriously gave it consideration. My husband, well, let's just say he thought I was crazy to take a pay cut to work more hours, but he stood by me and continues to stand by me. He is like the job foreman, overseeing things on the home front, so construction doesn't stop, no matter what the obstacles. Being mayor is a major time commitment. I believe it also takes optimism, a responsibility to do the right thing, and it takes collaboration from others, a lot of others, and a lot of you are sitting right here. That's where my staff also comes into play. Chief Wright, Deputy Mayor Debbie Gates, Cheryl Gibson, our city clerk, Gordon Kirk-Hessner, Public Works Director, Dwayne Troutman, the Fire Commissioner, a lot of great people. They've supported my goals, they've improved upon my ideas, and they've committed themselves to my vision for this city, and I thank them for that. Together with many individuals and organizations who have partnered with the city, we have been able to shore up our foundation so that our city can also design its own future. Blueprints are being created, and we have work to do, but I do believe we will build something beautiful together. And so with that being said, on behalf of my parents, my husband, my family, my staff, and to those who believe in the city of Lebanon, I accept this award for all of us. Thank you.